I'm here unboxing the Wandrd Access Duffel. It's my first review on anything, so sorry, please bear with me. But first I'd say, definitely light. Coming in the box, feeling the box. Whatever's inside is light. So let's get to it. Okay, here we go. Some popcorn, some bags, duffel. Not wrapped in plastic. Surprising. Maybe it was hanging on the shelf of where I ordered it and they just pulled it down and shipped it to me. Alright, let's get this bag out of the box out of the way. We'll take a quick look. It's light, but you know, as bags, backpacks, whatever we go, you can feel that there's a little bit of weight to it for sure. Anyway, starts out, you have your backpack straps, and how it goes against your back is also the entry point. The bottom, which if you put it down in the water, what have you, is not going to get your straps wet. That's a plus. I like that about the bag. Now we'll dive into the bag itself. It opens here on the top, and it also has a clamshell opening, and then there's a variety of other pockets. Let's start with the top opening, because here is where you're going to put a laptop. Right up here at the first part. Now here's the thing with the laptop. I've got two. Here is my HP 13-inch with its case and its pen, whatever you want to call that thing. That goes in there with the case, no problem. 13-inch, you're golden. 14-inch with the case, golden. But you come over to a 15-inch, no chance the case gets in there. Take it out of the case. This is my Asus. You can get it in. But then, here, I got my little Logitech mouse Bluetooth thing. You got to take that off. Otherwise, it's not going to go. Look at how tight this thing is. When they say 15, they're barely saying 15. So, I don't know. I like to have it in the case inside the pack. I'll probably only roll with the 13 just because I don't like this. Well, I guess you could also pack it inside in the case that way, but then that defeats the purpose of this laptop holder sleeve. We'll get back to it. All right, so you can access the whole bag from the top. If these panels that separate it are all open, you can go top to bottom, no problem. But let me show you the way I prefer accessing it and how I would pack it. Where is this other zipper at? Here it is. It's a little tricky because you got these backpack straps in the way of the zipper for this top compartment. But they do come off, so that's a nice feature if you need to remove them. It's a clamshell type opening. You can open it up and you get access to the two sides. So let's say it was all closed. This is what you're going to look at when you open it. You got two cube spaces that you can throw your packing cubes. And then you have the other space, but it's not as deep. It's the one thing about it I'm a little disappointed. You don't have a whole lot of depth. Here you do, here you don't. So, this is for, let's say, your camera gear, and they sell the separate cubes, which I don't have, but one of those cubes would lay in here. You could lay it sideways, and then you'd actually have access this way. I don't plan to ever use this to go out on a photo shoot where I'd be needing to reach into this bag. This is a point A to point B bag for me that I can carry on my back. I also go with a roller and, you know, avoiding the check-in, trying to do carry-on only. And then when I get to where I'm going, then I'm going to go down to a smaller day pack where I'll put my camera, my drone, and carry those things much smaller than this. This is way too big to be rolling around. You know, if I'm going hiking, I'm going out to some destination to take photos. But I will show you now what you can get into this thing. So it's packed now. But let's just say we do the clamshell style, so you can see that. Actually, before that, we'll go through some side pockets. Here's a pocket, which is the shoe bag, which I do have a couple of shoes in there. We'll get to in a minute. That's the pocket there. Here, there is one pocket which they say is for a passport. It'll hold the passport, won't hold the passport holder. Once again, it's as tight or tighter than a 15-inch laptop going in here. They could have made this a little bigger, in my opinion. This side is another one, which is for a cell phone. I'm using the cell phone right there to do this video. It's a Note 8. It slides in there. There's some, you know, fleece to protect it. But I don't like that either, just because of the fact that A, it's hard to get out, and B, if you put it down, you may put it down on that side, not thinking about it. And C, if you had to get to it while you were walking, not a chance. So I put it up here. There's another pocket up here. This is where I put my passport. I actually have two. No way it'll fit in here. I tried. It was jamming it in. You get to the counter at the airport, it'd take me 10 minutes to get it out. Not worth it. So I just went up here. There's, you know, key fob holder here. And there's a little room you can get cell phone, passport, maybe something else in there. So that's this pocket over here. Oh, almost there. There you go. Now we're on this side. This side has your, what they call the quick access. If you do photography and you want to get access to a camera quick. This bag I would never use for that. Some of you may. You know, you want to lug around a big ass bag with a lot of camera gear and some other things. It would do the job. And if you got their cube, when you open this up, you would have direct access to your camera. That's not the way I'm going to do this. I'm packing this to get from point A to point B. I travel all around the world. So from here, if I'm going to Indonesia, if I'm going to Rio de Janeiro, I'm going to use this bag to get from here to there. Then when I get there, I'm going to use the day pack or my packs inside that I use to carry my camera around, to carry the drone around, to get out and do things. Before we go inside, just a couple of other things to note. This didn't show up with latches. You can see on this side, these are attached and they stay attached. And you can cinch them down and then they go in here to stay in place. So you can shrink it down a little bit, blah, blah, blah. This side has removable ones. I had this shipped to me. This was sitting on a store shelf somewhere. Maybe somebody pilfered them. I don't know. They didn't come. I wrote to Wandrd. I also wrote and I actually called the store that I purchased this from online, and they're going to send me new ones. So I should have them in a couple days. But Wandrd, I sent them an email 2 days ago, haven't responded. As per their website, no customer service telephone number, only email. So not so happy with that. You know, if you're going to spend $260 on a bag, it'd be nice if you could call up and actually have someone answer the phone, especially when you buy a product and it's missing stuff. I also use other products from other manufacturers. I've got a bunch of different packs and bags, and their warranty departments are great. I'll give you an example. Eagle Creek, they have what's called a no questions asked warranty. You don't need a receipt, you don't need to register it. You send the pack, the bag, the suitcase, whatever to them, they fix it, and then they pay and ship it back to you free of charge. 100% as long as you own the bag. It's very nice. This, they say, is lifetime warranty on defects and things like that. You can't call them though. So far, that's what I found. All right, we'll get on to the review. These are your access things, your access points for cameras, what have you. I wouldn't use them for that. I have them set up to get into little things. Right here, I got another charger. I got chargers inside, but let's say you're on the plane, whatever, you need a charger real quick, you want to plug it in. That's my charger. I keep it right there. That's an access point. Boom. Over here, got my headphones, my noise cancellation headphones. And then up in here a little bit further, I have toothbrush, things like that. You'll see that in a second. All right, so that's my access stuff right here. Now we'll go to the clamshell style so you can see inside and you can see all of the different things that I have. All right, so open it up here. Zippers are nice, solid. They have these, finger loop pulls on them, so you can grab them and, as they say, if you had gloves on, they'd still probably work very well for you. All right, here it is. Okay, I'm back. Different day. Re-recording this section to get back to what's the inner contents of the bag. I could say it's a couple days have gone by since, and I did get an email back from Wandrd in regard to the straps that were missing. The first email said, well, send us the bag and we'll send you another bag with the straps. So I wrote him back and said, wait a second, that doesn't make sense. You want me to send you a bag, pay to send it in, and then you'll turn around and send me another bag with straps. How about you just send me straps? And so they wrote me back and said, well, actually, we pay to ship the bag back, so you will pay for the shipping both ways. But yeah, I guess we could do that too. So that's what they said after several different emails. Took about 4 days to get that going. Supposedly today, being Monday, they're going to ship them out. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I haven't heard back from them today. All this conversation was on Saturday. And the original first part of this video was done Friday. So 3 days have gone in between. Anyway, let's get to the insides now. Once again, I mentioned this is the 2 cube. This is the single opening side. This is deeper, 5.5. This is more like 3. So I'll show you what I got. We'll start in this side here. Mostly it's smaller stuff. 1/4 cube, I keep my socks in. 1/2 cube, underwear. Then I've got a little hard case, which I like. I got a bunch of these different cases. When you travel international and you get upgraded, they always give you little cases. These are cases from a couple years ago. They're made by Tumai, I don't know how you say it, but I really like them, and I keep different things in them. This is the hard case one. I keep all my shampoo, conditioner, shaving cream in those, less than 3 ounce bottles, so you can go through TSA. Over here, cords. This is the drone setup. These are how I charge the drone. This is kind of like a little emergency kit. Cuts, some Neosporin. I always keep a little super glue. If you get a cut that's bigger, you can super glue it to close it very quick. Read about that a while ago. It's a great idea. I've had to do it and it works well. A couple more things with, cases that I keep. Shaver, blah, blah, blah. Okay, then lastly in this side, this is the shoe package, which you would access from the outside, but being that I'm in this part, we'll go here. So I've got my dress shoes, and I have a pair of beach sandals that I clip together to keep them a little smaller. I travel mostly to warm weather, beaches, resort areas. Not big into the cold. Obviously, if I did go to the cold, they wouldn't be going with me. All right, now we're on this side. Over here, remember I mentioned earlier where I keep my noise cancellation Beat headphones. Then I've got my toothbrush stuff. I like to brush my teeth before I go to sleep on overnight flights. Read recently about the keep your bedtime routine the same at home as you do on the flights. You're going to sleep better on the flight, and you're going to have less jet lag when you get there. Another cube with shirts, some shorts. If you had to put some pants in there, oh, there's a pair of pants as well, just one. If you had to go with multiple pants and such, you'd probably run out of room, or you'd have to leave some of the electronic stuff at home or another bag. Last but not least, this is the bag that's the section that I want protected more than anything. Pulling out, these are my Digimark drone filters. Right there, then we'll put this, take this out. This is Glowy Pro case. We're actually kind of custom made that to hang on to my drone. I've got my DJI 2 Pro, the controller, an extra battery, and some propellers in here. But I like this because when I get to where I'm going, I'm using the drone. In fact, I can go just like this. I can carry it like that, or I can put it in a small little backpack. Here's this thing that I carry a lot with. It's a nice solid bag, sturdy, but you can put this in there, you can throw it over a shoulder, you can throw it over your neck too, even like a sling. It carries that very nice. So there's the drone. Then over here, I've got my camera stuff. This I had opened. Oh, I forgot. If I wanted to, I could have showed you. I had the case open where I could access it from the door. My Nikon Z7 with the 2470. That's all that's here. Oh, this is a little night case as well. And then over here is my FTZ adapter. So if you're going from the Nikon Z camera to an FX lens, you need that adapter. This is the 85mm prime 1.4. So I need that adapter to go to that. So that's everything in this bag, which is pretty good.
Place I'd rather be.